Let us now take a look at world's most densely populated nations. The first on the list is a surprise.
Do you imagine living in a place where every inch matters, where personal space is a luxury, and the streets pulse to the frantic rhythm of humanity? In this video, we explore the most densely populated cities in the world, places where every corner tells a story of survival, ingenuity, and adaptation. From the endless skyscrapers of Hong Kong that seem to touch the sky to the vibrant and chaotic favelas of Mumbai, we embark on a fascinating journey that reveals how humanity faces the challenge of coexisting in cramped spaces. What is life really like in these concrete jungles? What drives millions of people to crowd into these urban epicenters? Join us as we uncover the secrets of the 20 most densely populated places in the world. Number 20. Chennai. Discover Chennai, a city that reflects the perfect fusion of tradition and modernity. Located on the southeastern coast of India, Chennai has a population exceeding 12 million within an area of 426 square kilometers, translating to a density of 28,300 people per square kilometer. Chennai is an industrial and technological hub. Nicknamed the Detroit of India, it plays a major role in the automotive industry, housing plants of global companies such as Ford, Hyundai, and BMW. Additionally, it serves as a nerve center for information technology and other commercial sectors, significantly contributing to the national GDP. Meanwhile, the city also preserves its cultural roots. Landmarks like the Kapalishwara Temple and traditional festivals highlight its heritage. The Chennai Music Season, one of the largest music festivals in the world, showcases the city's commitment to the arts. However, Chennai's density brings significant challenges. Around 29% of the population lives in slums, placing immense pressure on infrastructure. Although the city maintains a high literacy rate of 90%, access to basic services like potable water and housing remains a critical issue. With projections indicating over 15 million residents by 2025, Chennai continues to grow. Ambitious transportation projects like the Chennai Metro aim to alleviate traffic in its crowded streets. The city symbolizes how human resilience can thrive even in the most densely packed environments. Number 19. Baghdad. At the heart of the Middle East, Baghdad, the capital of Iraq, is a city where population density and historical wealth converge in astounding ways. With over 9 million residents, this metropolis faces the challenge of managing continuous growth while preserving its rich cultural heritage. Built along the banks of the Tigris River, Baghdad has been a center of trade and intellectual innovation for centuries, particularly during the Islamic Golden Age. Today, its ancient bazaars and cobblestone streets share space with a rapidly expanding modern metropolis. Over 4 million vehicles circulate daily on its streets, exceeding road capacity and causing endless traffic jams. The government has launched ambitious infrastructure projects, including new bridges and tunnels, as well as plans for satellite cities to relieve overcrowding. However, the pace of urbanization continues to outstrip these efforts. Baghdad's population is expected to exceed 11 million by 2030, further straining housing, electricity, and transportation systems. Despite these challenges, Baghdad remains the cultural and economic heart of Iraq, standing as an example of urban resilience and renewal amid adversity. Number 18. Kathmandu. In the picturesque Kathmandu Valley, surrounded by the majestic Himalayas, lies Nepal's vibrant capital. With a density of more than 20,000 people per square kilometer, Kathmandu is a fascinating blend of ancient tradition and modern urbanization. Kathmandu is one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities, with roots dating back to the 2nd century AD. Its 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the Swayambhunath Stupa, the famous monkey temple, and the Durbar squares of Kathmandu, Patan, and Bhaktapur, bear witness to its rich cultural and spiritual history. The city's density is evident in its bustling markets and narrow, lively streets. While rapid growth has brought modernization, it has also introduced issues like traffic and pollution. The city constantly works to balance cultural conservation with development needs. Beyond its density, Kathmandu captivates the imagination. Its people, renowned for their hospitality, blend resilience with a deep respect for tradition. This balance between the old and the new makes Kathmandu a fascinating example of how a densely populated city can thrive while preserving its unique essence. Number 17. Malé. At the center of the Maldives, the small yet bustling city of Malé defies its size limitations. Covering just 8.3 square kilometers, it is home to more than 229,000 people, equating to a density of approximately 28,000 inhabitants per square kilometer. Over the last few decades, Malé has seen impressive growth, expanding from 20,000 residents in the 1980s to over 100,000 by the early 2000s. To accommodate its growing population, the city has expanded its territory through land reclamation and the development of nearby islands such as Hulu Malé and Thilafushi. Malé is not only the political and economic center of the Maldives, but also its cultural hub. It hosts the country's main government institutions, financial entities, and commercial activities, along with nearly a third of the nation's total population. However, the city faces significant challenges, such as the lack of open spaces and overcrowding in densely stacked buildings. With an elevation of just 2.4 meters above sea level, Malé is extremely vulnerable to climate change and rising sea levels. Despite these risks, its residents have shown remarkable adaptability, transforming their limited environment into a place of economic and cultural prosperity. Number 16. Pateros. In the heart of Metro Manila, Pateros is a small yet dynamic municipality notable for its incredible population density. Spanning just 1.7 square kilometers, Pateros is home to more than 65,000 people, resulting in a density of 37,000 inhabitants per square kilometer, the highest in the Philippines. Despite its small size, Pateros is famous for its unique character and strong sense of community. The city is renowned for its duck-raising industry and the balu, a local delicacy of fertilized duck egg widely sold on its bustling streets. This blend of tradition and urbanization makes Pateros a distinctive place within Metro Manila. Over the years, Pateros has faced significant challenges due to its density, such as limited space and strain on basic infrastructure. However, its residents have shown resilience, making the most of their limited resources while keeping local customs alive. Surrounded by larger cities like Taguig and Pasig, Pateros stands out for its mix of history and modernity. It is a community that thrives not only through economic achievements, but also through its ability to preserve traditions in a rapidly evolving environment. Number 15. Caloocan. Caloocan, located north of Metro Manila, Philippines, is a city that embodies the vibrant spirit of a densely populated and constantly expanding metropolis. With an area of 55 square kilometers and a population exceeding 1.5 million people, the city's population density reaches 27,000 inhabitants per square kilometer, positioning it as one of the densest cities in the world. This level of urbanization reflects both the challenges and opportunities faced by major cities in developing countries. One notable example of this growth is Bagong Silang, a barangay, local administrative unit, that until 2024 was considered the most populous in the Philippines, with over 260,000 residents. After its division, Bagong Silang became a symbol of Caloocan's rapid development and the issues associated with urban overcrowding, such as a lack of affordable housing and the need for adequate infrastructure. The city is a fascinating mix of residential, commercial, and industrial areas, each with its own character and role in daily life. However, this diversity also highlights problems such as heavy traffic, insufficient basic services, and the need to create green spaces to improve quality of life. Despite these challenges, Caloocan remains an example of resilience and community. Its traditional markets are always bustling with activity, and its narrow, vibrant streets bear witness to the daily lives of millions of people who find creative ways to coexist in a limited space. The city hosts annual festivals that celebrate local traditions and foster social cohesion, while small businesses and community schools strengthen the social fabric. Furthermore, Caloocan plays a crucial role in the development of the National Capital Region, NCR, standing out as a city that demonstrates how extreme density can go hand in hand with innovation and creativity. Number 14. Manila. Manila, the capital of the Philippines, is not only the political, economic, and cultural center of the country, but also a symbol of the challenges posed by extreme urbanization. With an area of just 42 square kilometers and a population of over 1.7 million, its density reaches 42,000 people per square kilometer, a figure that quadruples that of major cities like New York. This level of extreme density has turned Manila into a city where physical space is a luxury and every corner is filled with activity. The streets of Manila are a constant reflection of its dynamism. In them, jeepneys, colorful, iconic vehicles, snake through the endless traffic, while thousands of pedestrians occupy every corner. Despite the apparent chaos, the city maintains an unmistakable energy that sets it apart. However, this frenetic pace brings with it significant challenges. The lack of affordable housing is a daily reality for thousands of people, while urban infrastructure, including the transport network and basic services, faces constant pressure to meet the population's needs. Traffic problems are particularly notorious, with travel times often stretching for hours. Despite these difficulties, Manila remains a vibrant and resilient city. Its rich cultural heritage is reflected in historical landmarks such as Intramuros, the walled district that tells the colonial history of the Philippines, and in its thriving art and music scene that flourishes even amidst urban bustle. Additionally, Manila's nightlife, with its bars, restaurants, and clubs, is famous for its contagious energy. The creativity of its residents, combined with a strong sense of community, allows Manila to thrive even under challenging circumstances, demonstrating that the human spirit can triumph even in the most difficult environments. Number 13. Chikapa. In the heart of Kasai Province, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, lies Chikapa, a city with a history deeply rooted in diamond mining. Founded in the early 20th century by a Belgian-American consortium, Chikapa experienced rapid growth due to the discovery of this valuable resource. Today, the city is home to more than 1.13 million people in an area of 38 square kilometers, resulting in a density of 29,800 inhabitants per square kilometer. This growth, while representing an economic opportunity, also poses significant challenges to its infrastructure and services. Chikapa's population growth is driven not only by mining, but also by internal displacement caused by regional conflicts, particularly during the Congo Wars. This has led to a massive increase in population, surpassing the city's capacity to provide basic services such as drinking water, electricity, and housing. Many of Chikapa's roads remain unpaved, making transportation and connectivity difficult. Moreover, limited access to healthcare and education underscores the urgent need for investment in infrastructure. Despite these adversities, Chikapa remains an example of resilience and adaptation. Diamond mining continues to be the backbone of its economy, while agriculture also plays a fundamental role thanks to the savanna tropical climate that favors food production. The Kasai and Chikapa rivers, in addition to providing water, are vital routes for transport and trade, enabling residents to sustain themselves and contribute to local development. Chicapa's communities, though facing daily challenges, have demonstrated a remarkable ability to make the most of available resources and build lives despite limitations. The city is a reminder that, even under the most difficult circumstances, people find ways to adapt and thrive. Number 12. Mandaluyong. Mandaluyong, the beating heart of Metro Manila. Despite its modest size of just 11.26 square kilometers, it is home to over 425,000 people, making it one of the most densely populated cities in the Philippines, with a density of 38,000 inhabitants per square kilometer. Mandaluyong's proximity to Ortigas Center, one of the country's main commercial districts, is one of its greatest advantages. Here, corporate offices, shopping centers like SM Mega Mall, and residential complexes are located, making the city an important economic hub. Despite the overcrowding, Mandaluyong's streets buzz with activity, blending the energy of modern commerce with the warmth of Filipino traditions. Mandaluyong has come a long way from its days as a small district. Today, it is home to major corporations and attracts thousands of workers daily from neighboring cities. Living in Mandaluyong means being at the epicenter of activity, where Filipino warmth mixes with the frenetic life of a metropolis. The city's growth presents challenges such as traffic congestion, the need for more affordable housing, and the expansion of public services. However, Mandaluyong continues to thrive, showing how a densely populated city can adapt, innovate, and maintain its unique character. Number 11. Vijayawada. In the region of Andhra Pradesh, alongside the Krishna River and surrounded by the Indrakiladri Hills, Vijayawada is a city that combines tradition, commerce, and density. With over 2.2 million people living in just 61 square kilometers, Vijayawada has a density of 37,000 inhabitants per square kilometer, placing it among India's most densely populated cities. Known as the Land of Victory, Vijayawada has become a strategic hub for trade, education, and culture in southern India. Its growth has been fueled by its strategic location as a nexus between major cities and its rich cultural heritage. One of the city's most emblematic landmarks is the Kanaka Durga Temple, located in the Indrakiladri Hills, which attracts thousands of devotees and tourists every year, infusing vitality into the city and connecting it to its deep spiritual roots. Although its urban landscape may seem less dense due to low-rise structures, Vijayawada faces significant challenges. Over 100 slum settlements near the city's canals are a reminder of the need for affordable housing solutions and better infrastructure. However, the city is constantly evolving, with projects to improve transportation and develop modern housing addressing these issues. Vijayawada is an example of how a densely populated city can balance economic development and cultural heritage while facing the challenges of urbanization. Number 10. Hong Kong. Hong Kong, a city that has mastered the art of urban density. Although its territory spans 1,100 square kilometers, only 25% is urbanized, housing over 7 million people, most of whom live in iconic skyscrapers that define its skyline. Hong Kong boasts the highest number of skyscrapers in the world, a testament to how this metropolis has maximized its limited space. This vertical design not only provides housing solutions, but also hosts offices, shopping centers, and recreational spaces, all in a single building. Despite the extreme crowding, residents enjoy one of the highest life expectancies in the world, thanks to an efficient public health system, exceptionally well-developed public transportation, and access to green spaces like Victoria Peak and Kowloon Walled City Park. As a global financial hub, Hong Kong is not only an economic center, but also a place where Eastern and Western cultures converge. From the bustling life on Nathan Road To the traditional markets of Mongkok, the city offers a rich cultural experience amid an ultra-modern landscape. Although it faces challenges like high housing costs and congestion, Hong Kong continues to thrive due to its advanced infrastructure and innovative urban planning. It represents how a densely populated city can be a model of efficiency, culture, and progress. Number 9. Saint-Just-en-Noode. Located in the Brussels capital region, Saint-Just-en-Noode is one of Belgium's smallest municipalities, but its population density sets it apart. Covering just 1.1 square kilometers, it hosts more than 23,000 people per square kilometer, making it the most densely populated municipality in the country. To put it in perspective, it's like compressing an entire city into a space that many other countries would consider a neighborhood. Originally a quiet farming village on the outskirts of Brussels, Saint-Just has evolved over centuries into a bustling multicultural hub. Today, over 60% of its population comes from foreign backgrounds, including immigrants from Europe, Asia, and Africa, creating a vibrant community of cultural diversity. Despite its size, Saint-Just plays a vital role in the Brussels metropolitan region. Its streets blend history and modernity, with ancient buildings dating back centuries, sharing space with modern urban developments. This rich mix of tradition and progress makes it a lively and ever-evolving area. The population of Saint-Just is young and dynamic, with more than half of its residents under the age of 40. While its density brings challenges like limited space for housing and public services, this small but mighty municipality continues to thrive, reflecting Brussels' spirit of innovation and resilience. Number 8. Dhaka. Dhaka, the vibrant capital of Bangladesh, is a city where life never stops. With a population of over 21 million concentrated in its urban area, Dhaka is one of the most densely populated cities on the planet, with approximately 47,400 people per square kilometer. This explosive growth is driven by urban migration and high birth rates, transforming Dhaka into the country's economic, cultural, and political nucleus. Since the 1950s, when its population was just 336,000, Dhaka has experienced exponential growth. However, this rapid development has brought significant challenges: overcrowded slums known as bostis, a collapsed sewage system during monsoon rains, and relentless traffic, with 400,000 rickshaws competing for space on the city's narrow streets. Despite these hurdles, Dhaka remains the economic engine of Bangladesh, generating 40% of the national GDP. The city is also a cultural and religious mosaic, with a predominantly Muslim population, 91%, alongside small but vibrant Hindu, Christian, and Buddhist communities. Dhaka symbolizes contrasts: modern buildings and informal settlements, extreme poverty, and unprecedented economic growth. Amid the chaos, the resilience and creativity of its people stand out, making Dhaka a fascinating and unique metropolis. Number 7. Mumbai. Mumbai, the city that never sleeps, is the heart of India and one of the world's largest and most dynamic metropolises. With over 21 million people spread across an area of 603 square kilometers, Mumbai has a density of 36,000 people per square kilometer, making space a coveted luxury. Despite extreme crowding, Mumbai is India's financial capital, home to Bollywood, and a melting pot of cultures. Its streets buzz with a blend of history, commerce, and diversity. However, nearly half of its inhabitants live in slums, facing challenges such as a lack of potable water and electricity. Even so, Mumbai is a city of hope and opportunity, contributing significantly to the national GDP through its economic activity and cultural output. Although the city's fast pace can be overwhelming, Mumbai remains a place where millions chase their dreams, constantly adapting to the challenges of urban growth. Here, every day serves as a reminder of human resilience and ingenuity. Number 6. Mogadishu. Step inside the most densely populated place on Earth, and discover Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia. With over 2.7 million people spread across just 127 square kilometers, Mogadishu has a population density of 21,000 inhabitants per square kilometer, making it one of the most densely populated cities in Africa. Historically, Mogadishu was a key player in Indian Ocean trade, known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean during the Middle Ages. Its strategic location made it a crossroads of cultures, attracting traders from Arabia, Persia, and India. Since 2012, improved security has spurred the return of Somali expatriates seeking to invest in the city's development. This influx of capital and ideas has led to new infrastructure projects including roads, modern buildings, and revitalized markets. Mogadishu is full of life. Its open-air markets, such as Bakara Market, are the heart of the city, brimming with fresh produce, crafts, and technology. However, rapid growth has brought challenges like housing shortages, limited infrastructure, and access to basic services. With a projected population of 2.8 million by 2025, Mogadishu continues to adapt, demonstrating its cultural and social resilience. It stands as a testament to human spirit and how a city can thrive even amidst extreme challenges. Number 5. Montrouge. On the outskirts of Paris, Montrouge is a small yet densely populated commune that blends modernity with tradition. Spanning only 2.08 square kilometers, it is home to over 48,900 people, with a density of 23,200 inhabitants per square kilometer, making it one of the densest areas in the Paris metropolitan region. The name Montrouge, meaning Red Mountain, originates from the distinctive reddish color of its soil. Initially a farming and religious village, it gradually transformed into a lively modern urban center. Montrouge is renowned for its proximity to central Paris, thanks to its easy access to the metro and public transportation networks. Despite its density, it retains the charm of a small town, with local markets, traditional cafes, and well-maintained parks providing residents with areas to relax. The mix of historical and modern buildings reflects Montrouge's evolution. Its streets are filled with bustling shops, offices, and residences, while its cultural and architectural roots remain an integral part of its identity. Montrouge is a perfect example of maximizing space without losing the essence of community. Number 4. Port-au-Prince. Step inside the most densely populated place on Earth and explore Port-au-Prince, the bustling capital of Haiti. With an astonishing density of 85,000 people per square kilometer, this city of 3.06 million inhabitants is filled with energy, resilience, and urban challenges. Situated on the Gulf of Gonave, Port-au-Prince is Haiti's economic hub. Since 1950, its population has grown rapidly, increasing from 133,000 residents to its current millions. This expansion has been driven by rural migration in search of better opportunities in the city. The accelerated growth of Port-au-Prince has led to the proliferation of informal settlements on the city's outskirts. Many of these neighborhoods lack access to clean water, electricity, and other essential services, highlighting the struggles of urban infrastructure to keep up with the growing population. Despite its challenges, Port-au-Prince is a vibrant city. Its street markets are a testament to the ingenuity of its people, while public spaces are always buzzing with activity. The blend of culture, music, and community spirit enriches the lives of its residents and creates a unique sense of belonging. Port-au-Prince is a symbol of resilience and adaptability. As the city continues to grow, sustainable urban solutions will be crucial to improving the quality of life for its inhabitants. The story of Port-au-Prince serves as a reminder of how the human spirit can thrive, even in the densest environments. Number 3. Levallois-Perret. Just a few kilometers from the heart of Paris, Levallois-Perret is a suburb that redefines what it means to live in a compact space. Covering only 2.4 square kilometers, this commune is home to approximately 63,000 people, resulting in an impressive density of 27,000 inhabitants per square kilometer, placing it among the most densely populated areas in all of Europe. Originally conceived as a planned community in the 19th century, Levallois-Perret is historically known for its contribution to automobile manufacturing and, interestingly, the construction of the Eiffel Tower's iron structure. Today, it is a prosperous suburb with pristine streets, well-maintained parks, and a high standard of living. Its proximity to Paris, located just 6 kilometers away, has made Levallois-Perret a desirable place to live and work. Despite its reputation for prosperity, the city faces challenges stemming from its high density, such as limited housing space, high living costs, and traffic issues. However, residents benefit from excellent public services and immediate access to the amenities of one of the world's most iconic cities. Number 2. Kolkata. In the heart of eastern India, Kolkata is a city where life pulses through every corner. Home to over 15 million people, this vibrant metropolis spans only 206 square kilometers, meaning approximately 22,000 people live in each square kilometer. Despite these staggering figures, Kolkata is a place where energy never ceases, from bustling markets full of shoppers to rickshaws and pedestrians navigating its narrow streets. As the cultural hub of West Bengal, Kolkata is a city rich in history and tradition. However, overcrowding is a daily reality, bringing challenges such as housing shortages, traffic congestion, and infrastructure constantly under strain. In response, areas like Salt Lake City and Rajarhat have been developed to manage population growth, but the city's historic districts, such as Howrah and Borough Bazaar, remain as crowded as ever. Despite its difficulties, Kolkata continues to thrive as a center of commerce, education, and culture. Its people, known for their warmth and resilience, turn the limitations of space into a city teeming with life and creativity, where every day is a unique experience. Number 1. Bnei Brak. Bnei Brak, located on the outskirts of Tel Aviv, Israel, is a city that exemplifies how life can flourish in limited spaces. Covering just 7.09 square kilometers, 2.74 square miles, it is home to over 218,000 people, translating to an impressive density of 26,000 inhabitants per square kilometer. Its streets are never quiet, full of activity at any time of day. As a center of ultra-Orthodox Judaism, Haredi, Bnei Brak is known for its strong religious and cultural identity. Large families are a distinctive feature here, driving the population's continuous growth. Despite the challenges of density, such as housing pressures and demands on public services, the Bnei Brak community remains resilient and tightly knit. Originally founded as an agricultural settlement in the 1920s, Bnei Brak has undergone remarkable transformation. In 1948, its population was just 9,300, but exponential growth has turned it into a modern city filled with synagogues, religious schools, and local businesses. However, this rapid development has brought challenges like the constant need to expand infrastructure and find innovative solutions to improve quality of life. Despite these difficulties, Bnei Brak is a place where history, faith, and community intertwine, creating a unique atmosphere in Israel's vibrant urban landscape. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world's most densely populated places. See you in the next video.